what's up? So Season 9 of Fortnite has been out for almost a week now, and I think we're finally starting to kind of get into the groove of things and kind of settle on our preferences about this season. And more importantly, the Battle Pass. So I reached out to you guys and I asked you to vote on what you think the best Battle Pass of any season is. You guys came back with almost 20,000 votes, and today we're going to see not only how you rank every Battle Pass, but also see where Season 9 fits into there. And just as a heads up, this is the last video to get in on the 1,000 V-Buck giveaway. So if you want to be entered in to win 2 chances on this video, all you have to do is be subscribed to the channel and comment down below just what your favorite season was. Anyways, let's go ahead and do this. So coming in at our number 9 spot, this is obviously going to be the Season 1 Battle Pass. Because Season 1 didn't really technically have a true Battle Pass, I didn't even want to include it on this list because I know a lot of people would just vote not even having played it. So I just took the liberty of putting it down at number 9. Basically, all this featured was the Renegade Raider, the Aerial Assault Trooper, the Raider's Revenge Pickaxe, and a similarly themed glider. Anyways, let's move on. Coming in at number 8 and voted by you guys as the worst Battle Pass in Fortnite, we have Season 6. Overall, I think you guys did an incredible job on this survey, and this is just the start of your awesome deeds. Season 6 was kind of a weird time for Fortnite, and it needed to go the Halloween route. Season 6 was a weird time for Fortnite, and they ended up taking the Halloween route. And with that, I think that really led to it not being a very memorable season. In my opinion, the only long-lasting good skin that we got from Season 6 was Calamity. And don't get me wrong, Calamity is one of my favorite skins of all time, but the rest of the Battle Pass was pretty lacking. Besides Lux, and I would even argue Lux is better, Dire is constantly voted as one of the worst Tier 100 skins in Fortnite history. And I feel like that alone really just sets you up for failure. Some of the other less than exciting skins were things like DJ Yonder, the Red Riding Hood skin, even Nightshade, which was literally just like Fate with a tomato head. I didn't hate Fable, but it wasn't overly exciting. But really the only, besides Calamity, like super exciting skin to me was Dusk. And the pickaxes really weren't that outstanding either. So overall, I think that this was a very well done vote on your guys' behalf. And yeah, Season 6, definitely the worst. And coming in at number 7, this is going to be Season 7. Now, I think that this is a little unfair, honestly, of Season 7. I did like this season, probably, at least in my opinion, more than 8. But these were actually very close. Sorry, Season 6, I forgot to mention, got 1,050 votes, and Season 7 got 1,225. You know, now I even try to think about Season 7, and the more that I do think about it, the more I think you guys might be right. The only redeeming quality of Season 7, actually it's very similar to Season 6 in a sense, is the Tier 1 skin Lynx. Lynx is, again, probably one of my top 5 favorite skins of all time, but nothing else in this Battle Pass felt exciting. The Ice King, definitely better than Dire, but still just like a clunky feeling skin. And just Trog, Powder, Onesie, and Winter Santa guy, didn't like them at all. Now Zenith, I gotta say, fair credit, like it was a fairly okay skin. But I mean, that's nothing people talk about. You never see anyone rocking that anymore. So while I do love Lynx, actually, the more I think about it, another pretty fair vote. Now coming in at number 6, this is actually going to be Season 8. We've literally gone Season 6, 7, 8 up this list. And actually Season 8 only got like a few more votes than 7 with 1,270. Just beat it out by 45 votes. Which I think is actually very telling that these two seasons, and I would agree with this, are about the same. The highlight skins of Season 8 were definitely Ember, Blackheart, and Peely. Lux was a very fine skin as well, but I think what Season 8 truly was missing was a crazy Tier 100 skin. I mean, honestly, they could have just switched Lux and Blackheart, and I think that would have been enough. If Lux had had the dragon form that I really thought she was going to have, that would have been an incredible twist. But without that really strong Tier 100 skin, again, leaves things kind of lacking. That's the thing I noticed is a lot of the popular seasons tend to have very good tier 100 skins. You need a good tier 1 and 100 to incite that interest and then keep it going all the way to the end. Lux on her own really isn't a bad skin at all, but as the tier 100 skin, she was very disappointing. Honestly, I gotta say, I think Peely was genuinely the MVP of Season 8. I mean, if we're talking MVPs, for 6 it was definitely Calamity, for 7 it was definitely Lynx, but for Season 8, I mean, it was literally a banana. Blackheart was cool, but he didn't have the oomph of a lot of the other progressive skins really had. So personally, I would actually swap 7 and 8, but anyways, that's where you guys ranked 8. 7% of the total votes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, coming in at our number 5 spots, we have the current Season 9. So Season 9 takes a little bit of a jump here, getting 1,751 votes. I honestly think that this is another perfect placement. Season 9 is the best season that we have had since Season 5, without a doubt. I mean, we're still in the honeymoon phase a little bit, but hear me out. Got a lot of nice pickaxes, gliders, and backblings, which I think is actually very underlooked. The tier 100 skin is again not my favorite, but it's certainly better than the last 3 we just looked at. And then for tier 1, while it may be a bit of a Tracer ripoff, we've got Vox, which I think is another really nice looking skin. I'm in love with the Demi skin, and while Sentinel isn't really my cup of tea, look at the top of his head. It is a cool reference to Gundam dances or whatever, but overall, I think this is just a very middle of the road battle pass. But with that being said, again, I would 100% argue that it is the best we've seen since Season 5. The only thing it's missing is the Peely in the cup backplane. That would have been just the icing on the cake. Okay, so moving on to number 4, this is going to be Season 5. This, in my opinion, is probably my biggest disagreement with this list. Understandable, but I think this is wrong. Season 5, I have always said this, had the best pickaxes we've ever seen. Rift Edge and Permafrost. Drift is probably like my 3rd favorite tier 1 skin. I think we'll probably have to go Lynx or Calamity and then the next one and then Drift. You've got Ragnarok, which is one of the best ever tier 100 skins. And then everything else through the middle is whatever. Not overly exciting, don't get me wrong, but I think that those two are so strong and they stand out so well that they're really like, that alone makes this battle pass. And you know what? In fairness, maybe that is an argument against myself. Maybe it's like, yeah, they have 2 amazing skins and 2 amazing pickaxes, but that's kind of it. I mean, Redline, Rook, and Suntan Specialist are all, I think, also very good looking skins, but obviously not everyone probably likes them as much as I do. Anyways, though, I am happy to see 5 get at least some love. Now, coming in at number 3, I'm very happy about this, even though it goes against things I've said in the past, but this is Season 2. Season 2 got 2,700 votes, compared to Seasons 5, 2,510. So these top 4 seasons are really a step ahead of everything else, obviously. Basically, though, Season 2 was the first ever Battle Pass, so it obviously wasn't gonna be the best. You had the Black Knight, the Sparkle Specialist, and basically one knight with 2 variations. I mean, technically this battle pass had 4 skins, but the 2 knights below the Black Knight are just the same. Honestly, I think this battle pass really would have done well if it had the Red Knight, but it is what it is. Anyways, besides that, I mean, you had the Get Down Glider, AC/DC, that's a good one, but that's kind of it. It's good because it was the first, it was innovative, the skins in it are all awesome, but there's definitely a lot of nostalgia going for it. And while I do let my nostalgia kind of get in the way of loving this one and really appropriately ranking it, I am glad to see that you guys kind of kept that in check, and it came in at number 3, which I think is very fair. Coming in at number 2, this is going to be Season 3. Season 3 took another gigantic leap, getting 3,690 votes. Now, I thought Season 3 was going to come in at number 1, which is very shocking. I think Season 3 really should be the number 1 because it's got the OG-ness similar to Season 2, but it's a full battle pass. The thing that's so cool about Season 3 is all the characters are standout. You've got astronauts, like you've got this set, right? So it's a little more standout because of that. You don't just think of like, oh, this one specific character. You think of the whole group, and that kind of gives it some volume. Obviously, the Dark Voyager is the only like amazing skin of those 3, but still worth noting. I mean, you've got the Rust Lord, which used to be the biggest noob skin ever, and over the last year and a bit has evolved into a very loved skin. You've got the Elite Agents, an old classic. On top of that, you've got some of the most iconic Fortnite dances of all time, okay? The Robot, Best Mates, and Take the L. And then you take this nice, neat package and you put John Wick on top of it. Honestly, if this Battle Pass came out today, it would not be loved at all just because what we've got. But if you consider it for what it was in the time, I think it deserves to be number one. But actually, apparently, you guys don't. Because coming in at number one with 3,825 votes, it is actually Season 4. I can't believe this. I really don't even want to believe this. Season 4 probably has the best Tier 100 skin. John Wick is incredible, but he is just a standalone skin, and Omega is the first progressive Tier 100. Plus, he truly is, even a year later, one of the best looking skins in Fortnite. But in my opinion, that's kind of where you lose me. Carbide is just a worse copy of Omega. Squad Leader and Battlehawk are basically just boring soldiers, not different from the default skins. Zoe is unique, but certainly not an overly loved skin. And then you're left with Valor, which is not a terrible skin, but certainly not one of the most standout in Fortnite history. For gliders, you've got Intrepid, Wings of Valor, and the Candy Glider, Sugar Rush. Can't believe I somehow remember all of those. I actually forgot about Technique, but she is probably one of the best skins in the Battle Pass. You did see the introduction of sprays, but the pickaxes were pretty boring. Backblings were fine, I guess. So why do people like the Season 4 Battle Pass so much? While a lot of it comes down to nostalgia, my theory is honestly the dances. While not the best Battle Pass, you've got some decent skins that give people a lot of nostalgia because Season 4 was a huge, huge time for new players coming onto the scene. And then you've got the best dances in Fortnite history. Orange Justice, Groove Jam, Popcorn Time, and Hype. I think the one thing that is the saving grace of Season 4 really is the dances. These were the iconic, the ones you see people doing in real life. The only major ones the past two seasons had were Floss and Take the L that you'd see in real life, but this was kind of the defining feature, I think, of Season 4. Now, personally, I would have probably picked Season 3 at 1, Season 2 at 2, Season 5 at 3, and then Season 4 at 4. But the people have spoken, and Season 4 voted the number one spot. I really am a little bit astounded. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up this video. Let me know what you thought, and if you are subscribed to the channel and do that, you will be entered in to win that giveaway. We got 2 more chances on this video to win $1,000, or $1,000, 1,000 V-Bucks. Chill. That's a video for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you hopefully Thursday, and peace out, you freaking nerds. You had the Renegade Raider, the Aerial Assault Trooper, the Renegades...